Welcome to franchise mode. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
It's totally not blurry on your profile picture. Totally not.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now Wilson on first down. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. The Dolphins' new signee from Buffalo, Mario Williams, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Well, so much for setting the tone.
On second down, Wilson looking for intercepted. Picked by the rookie Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21. Will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away, and that's exactly what happened there.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure.
Well, they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete.
I'll catch y'all later.
Gamble, and it does not pay off.
Hey, watch my
Not only did they try to fake it. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Throwing is Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right. Offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They go back to the air here after the INT. Wilson snags it left side. A gain of 6 there on first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Baby! Christian, that was a good... I was broadcasting and... Oh! Wait, was that a catch? Did he drag the toes? Did he drag the toes? Tyler, did you drag those clothes? Those toes? Hold on, this is kind of glitchy. I'm getting way too close, I think. Did you grab? Oh, yes, he did. And he would have ran that for a TD. Christian. What are you doing? Watch my... Dude, just watch my broadcast for a split second. I guess so. But those toes. Oh my gosh, dude, if you watch my broadcast, you'll see me. You'll see me in what I just did. And that was Sharpstone. Dude, that was a spectacular catch. Tyler just dragging the toes. Dude, just watch my broadcast for a split second. Please. Please. All you gotta do is go to week 1.
This one's simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds. Toe tapping and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. Second down following the incompletion.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And they will indeed get up. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Dude, guess what? The Browns beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. To throw is Wilson. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Wilson finding time. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Come on, Jimmy.
Still 2nd down.
That was a good play. Wilson got loose.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route.
Yeah.
Are really worried about the play because
Hey.
there's so much
Watch my
traffic
ball
ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was
Watch my
batted
ball.
down.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Are you on Trove?
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That his pass is
No.
intercepted.
What happened?
For the fourth time today. Picked up, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins
You know you'll get it as well. You know you'll get it as well.
Short throw, pick 6 right.
Oh, I think it only works with friends then.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third.
Check if it
The
works.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No, just try it.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but
Yo,
boy,
look at the
advantage
chat.
goes to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often
Dude, look at the
become
chat.
bolder.
Did you get this message? Oh, that player does not appear to be online.
A good pickup there, 20 yards. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together. And over the
Did you
top,
just get a
the
message?
receiver wins the battle.
And his throw here's incomplete. The intended
Techie,
target
watch
done.
Bye.
my broadcast.
And it's second down.
When everything is in
No.
sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot.
Yo, like, I'm
the
trying
next
to message
defender
other
may
people and
have
it
him,
works.
and they've squeezed the
But
passing lanes down.
because you're my friends list, I tried whispering to
Find an
them.
open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough
And they
on
work,
them all
but
game
you,
long.
it's not working.
I gotta give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz, acted as his own blitz control,
What is your online status?
and dumped it off, and they picked up a first down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you,
Is it online
I
or
wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes
It
you
is
just have to step
online.
up and make a play.
maybe if I turn mine to offline then to
What in
online?
the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football
Blue
very
whip.
often.
Indeed,
Blue
because
whip.
that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some
Blue all.
traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to hold
Oh.
that one in.
Yeah. That's
Now they're going to try
the
this again. It's another
it's
fake. And this is
called.
incomplete.
How do I
A
forget
huge
this?
gamble, and it
How do I forget this?
After an
I collected
excellent
so
punt,
much
this
of it, I was
offense
in
a tough
mine
spot down
recently.
inside their own 5. And out now come the Seahawks.
That went on a gigantic mining
They were
spree.
very
Called
fortunate with this offense.
Infinite,
They
no,
went for it on
in,
fourth, turned it over in their own
in
territory,
something.
but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
It's
So how
called
about the guy with the
Farnchise,
number
not
one headset
in
on the
whatever.
sidelines, the head coach?
Watch it.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Do you not understand my...
And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. So they're on that play. Offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how
You're just
tough
trying to
is
make a
it to
build
defend
discussion
there?
table.
It's
Is that
really
it?
difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown,
Yeah, you could
secure
sell
the
them
tackle.
so much.
And then moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle
Why?
it here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second
Well,
half,
what's your
looks like
mastery?
they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think
Well,
you're
then when he
exactly
gets to 10
right. I don't
total,
think
you
the coordinator's
so
looking
you
at
can
his
like
play sheet
literally
and trying to figure out
farm
which play
everything
will
out
work
of
well.
him.
He's trying to figure out how to get the...
And my goodness, another
You can get
interception.
all the
Picked
currency
off
out
by
of him.
Sean Jones.
I got Christian.
Eisen's laughing.
Can you hold for
Yes,
just
but-
a
Ball will
second?
be at the
Come
25-yard
on.
line as this offense gets set to
Bro.
take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Ndamukong Suh in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Me.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play
They have so
fakes
many.
on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now listen.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding
You
penalty.
now
And
have
you know
a
who you
viewer.
want to pressure after a penalty like that?
Now listen.
The guy who just committed the
He's
foul.
getting good
You want to see if he's going to keep his head down,
But
if he's going to
every
get his head
time
right
I
back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And you no longer have a viewer.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. Back to finish it
Yeah,
off
it's like-
on EA Sports after this. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being
Look
a
at
player.
this catch. That was a catch.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win in the debut of rookie head coach Adam Gase. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll just about do it for...
Yeah, I bet you someone's stolen all the stuff.
And so that, I hope you enjoyed my face.
Oh, good. When you cheat your way through a dungeon by flying, and then when you go through the portal, it takes you to somewhere inside of the place.
Wait, I didn't end it.